Ready or not, here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round, no one wants to be first found.
The reason that I eliminated him, and it's Judge Stephen Hippler, but the reason I eliminated him was him being the administrative district judge. He has a lot of other responsibilities related to this case, and that's coordinating a lot of the efforts that are involved in the transfer of venue and managing the case once it gets here, or once it gets there. Again, he did all of the venue and managing the case once it gets here, or once it gets there. Again, he did all of the logistics managing for the day bail cases as well. So the fact that they put Hippler in there as the judge is a little bit shocking to me. The other part of it that's shocking is Hippler's background. I mean, he's obviously very qualified to be a judge. I'm sure he's presided over many criminal cases, but his career before becoming a judge was not in criminal law. So it's a very interesting choice, and I don't know, we'll have to see how things go. But let's take a look at that order from the Supreme Court. It came out pretty fast, and then we'll take a look at just a little background on Judge Hippler. That right there, that part's going to be scary for Kohberger. But let's take a look at Judge Hippler here.
Okay, when Embry showed us this about a week ago, literally this guy was the one I was hoping did not get the position, because this guy freaks me out. I do not trust him at all. There's something about that look. Jesus. Was this a bad move or what? I don't know. Plus Kohberger's going to be put in, right with everybody else. In a situation like this, he should get special, put somewhere where he's away from this type of thing, because this is so huge. This is such a big deal that everybody knows about. And, just like people that, hurt, unalive children and do bad things to children, those people are taken out in jail immediately. Like Dahmer, taken out now. He didn't last very long. And these were young individuals. And there's hometown people there. So this bothers me that he's going to be, I just looked, he's still in Latah today, right now. But that doesn't mean that he's going to be staying there. And look at this guy's name, Butch. Oh, could he be any person other than Butch be the name, the freaking nickname to the guy who's going to be reigning over the trial for someone who they're accusing of unaliving people by basically butchering them? Oh my God, seriously. Utah, I'm not happy about this. I'm not going to look any more of this because I need to keep my room. You guys can go watch Embry for this. I just want to bring this to your attention because I've got other things I need to say. Oh, look at this. He was a partner at Hall, Farley, Oberrecht, and Blanton. What? Givens Pursley in 2022. Oh my God, before joining Givens Pursley. You guys, oh my God. No way. Given Pursley is the one who did all the university stuff for the University of Idaho, the house and everything. I'm pretty sure is involved. Also, Givens Pursley, let me think. I believe that Barry's mom, so it definitely was Barry's mom, Dave Barry's mom, and she was a paralegal for Franklin G. Lee, who works for this firm, who was the one that did the university paperwork. Yeah, for the transfer of the house from SD to the university, to Green, basically. Wow. No fair trial in this state, period. None. He should be taken out of the state, and this should happen elsewhere. Because this is, just right here. I haven't even seen the rest of this. I haven't listened to the rest of Embry's video. I just clicked on this right as I heard it, because I wanted to get it out there and get, freshen my brain. This does not look good, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. Hall, Farley, Everett, and Blanton. I'm going to have to look those up. Wow. Jeez. Can this get any worse? God. I don't know. I don't know if it can or not. I'm sure it probably can, because it's been like this the whole time. I'm really not happy. Oh, man.
Immediately prior to taking the bench, Judge Hitler was partner at Givens Pursley LLP. Before joining Givens Pursley in 2002, he was a partner at Hall. Oh my God, listen to this, folks. He was a partner at Hall, Farley, Obrecht, and Blanton. I just seen that. He was a partner at Hall, Farley, Obrecht, and Blanton prior to 2002.
Well, Embry, not only that, but Farley's do own a trucking company in Utah. Ding, 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 ding. And just recently, interestingly enough, if we're going to connect Kopacka with this, because really in every... people who are thinking that Kopacka is not involved in this, it's not involved like you guys, like I'm thinking you guys might think you're thinking. Did that make sense? It did to me, which I'm shocked, but it did. Is that he was involuntarily connected to this. Thrown in there, just like Kopacka. I mean, just like Kohberger. This was, wow. I'm like shaking right now. Because this right here, you know those deep dives we talk about where you get in this rabbit hole and like, seriously, when you get in there, you just dive down this big hole. Well, it's a small hole to begin with. You're like, oh, here's a little something I just found. And then things like this, right? What we're looking at right here. Then you see you're in this little hole and this light opens up and there's a tunnel here and a tunnel here and a tunnel here and a tunnel here and a tunnel over there and a tunnel over there. And you're like, oh, which one do I take? So you take this one, you go down here and you find, oh my God, a whole bunch of more tunnels off this little room, of information. Tunnel here, tunnel there, tunnel here. You're like, okay, I got to back out of this one, because if I don't back out of this one, I'm never going to find the main room I just dove down. So you get out there and you got like 4 or 5 more little tunnels you got to go check out. So you get in there, you check them all out, same thing. They all have all these connects. This is like a big spider web that's all connected. This is fraternity. This is what they always say, a fraternity. If you're in a fraternity, it'll get you in the door. It'll protect you. It'll get you better money for where you work. It'll get you jobs you never thought you could get. But mainly, you're going to be protected. You're a brother now. You keep the code of silence, young man. And when you graduate, you'll have a job before you even graduate. You're going to have a job, a good job. And you're going to do as you're told. And as you climb this ladder, pretty soon you're going to be like me. You're going to be the guy that's going to be giving out those jobs. and telling that one over there, you just do what you're told. Mind your P's and Q's, and your son, you're going to be protected. Don't you worry about that. But don't you forget that code of silence. That's the most important thing. Are you guys getting what I'm throwing down? Because if you are, you would damn straight be shaken too. And look at Judge Hippler primarily represented doctors, hospitals, and other medical providers in medical malpractice actions, business disputes, and in regulatory matters. Well, let's see. Let's just go back to where the Linda Lane footage came from. Oh, Keynes, that's right. He's retired. He's retired. C-I-O from Gritman Hospital. Gritman Medical Center, actually. Now, Gritman Medical Center, him being that, he's basically, he collects all the, he's the information guy. The main guy, the central information tech or officer or whatever that, all those letters mean. But that's what he does. He knows everything about that hospital. He knows what's coming in, what's going out, what's going to be let out, and what's not going to be let out. Get what I'm saying? So let's go way back to 1939. When Gritman Medical Center used to be Moscow Hospital. 1939 is when it was born. It's when the hospital was born. And when it was born, there were 7 directors that were chosen to be on the board. The directors were chosen to be the directors. And one of those directors is none other than Kumar Green. Scott Green's father or grandpa or whoever. That's how far back it goes. You're not telling me they didn't bring Scott Green in there as a fixer into that university in 2019. What was he fixing? Well, there was a bunch of stuff going on back there, but that's for another video. Let's see what else is going on in here. This is blowing my freaking mind. Oh, it's making me sick to my stomach. Oh, I know I was going to tell you. So there's a guy in jail right now. He's a new guy. He's young. He's in the Latah County Jail. And when I looked his name up to see what other things he had, because it doesn't really tell what he did, so I looked it up to see. And under the listing, it lists judges that are there. And it says Judge John, but in parentheses in the middle of it, in parentheses, it says mental health. I have never seen that anywhere on anything like that. I've never seen parentheses even near the judge's name, much less mental health. And what's the order of the coif at the university? I wonder what that is. I'm sure Heather's going to be jumping on that one, boy, howdy. Go, Heather, go. Butch, God, seriously. Ooh, he bugs me. Ooh, he just bothers me. I'm telling you, I can't even look at that guy. He bugs me so bad.
What is it with these the Farleys are everywhere? Well, you got to be kidding me. In private practice, Judge Hippler primarily represented doctors, hospitals, and other medical providers in medical malpractice actions, business disputes, and in regulatory matters. Judge Hippler is a Boise native. Goodness, I just now seen that. He was a partner at Hall, Farley, Obrecht, and Blanton. I can't. I'm starting to go insane again, I think.
I'm with you, Embry.
Well, everything was looking kind of upbeat for Bryan, except for the jail accommodations and
No, it wasn't.
And the new friends he's going to have to make until this trial happens. But until I read, and I put that out on Hippler, a week or so ago? And I read it. I just never read the name of his partners in the law firm. I just did that as I read it to y'all. That's crazy. It's Farley. But anyway, so he's going to Ada County. He's got Judge Hippler, who is the administrative district judge. So he is, I'm sure, by far the most qualified to preside. He didn't spend a lifetime of being a prosecutor, so I think that bodes well. And we'll just, we'll keep our eyes and ears open to see what happens from there. But please like and subscribe to the channel. Post your comments, thoughts, criticisms. Until next time, Pavarotti's out.
Oh, you guys and girls and men and women, this is crazy. I was feeling a little sassy and upbeat today, and this just took me down. It's like there's no freaking end to it. To their I guess there's really such thing as a secret society where you do as you're told and you'll get the world, huh? I'm shaking, I'm sweating. I feel like I want to cry. I feel doomed. I know I'm feeling everything that Bryan's probably feeling right now. I don't know what else to say. So have a good day. Well, hello. You guys, this is so not good. The new judge for Kohberger is no God. No. This is crazy, the connects. First of all, he's got a nickname Butch. Right from the get-go. Butch. He's going to be sitting over a trial that's about 4 people being slain, basically butchered in their own home. And his nickname is Butch. He is from Boise. Yep, Boise. He is a graduate out of University of Utah. I don't know what the order of the coif is. I haven't looked that up yet. I'm not going to. Someone else can do that. Hey, Heather. And Utah. So, in addition to his civil and felony criminal calendar, he also presides over the Ada County Mental Health Court, which brings Kopacka, to me, it just brings Kopacka up. And I'm not saying Kopacka was part of this voluntarily. I think involuntarily, both him and Kohberger were. I can't even say that together, blah, blah, blah. Because they were framed. They were brought into this because of a bunch of nefarious freaking people. And, in my opinion, guess where they lived? Yeah, they lived in a trailer park. Let's see. Immediately, okay, so he's a partner of Givens Pursley. Well, do we know who Givens Pursley is? The partnership over there? Let me tell you who they are. They are the company that has Franklin. Wait for it. Wait for this one because it doesn't get any what than this. Yeah, this is unbelievable. This right here makes me just cringe and feel like doom. I feel like doom for Bryan. Franklin G. Lee, he's a partner there. He's the one that wrote the papers up to transfer that house from Dan to the university. Not only is he at this law firm, but so is McClure, Kenneth McClure. Bethany the last time we checked, she was engaged with the McClure, Zach McClure. And his sister was in the sorority with the girl. Her name's Jen. McClure's also a big Senate name. So if it doesn't get worse than that, David Barriocha, his mom is a paralegal. She also worked for this firm. She doesn't anymore, but she used to. And to get even worse, he was a partner at Hall, Farley, I said it, Farley, Oberrecht, and Blanton. So this is out of Utah, right? Farley has a trucking company out of Utah. Don't know if it's connected, but probably it is because of everything else that's going on, right? It's probably connected. There's not this many quinky dinks in my whole life that I've ever encountered as there are in this case. So then he's primarily represented the doctors, hospitals, and other medical providers in medical malpractice actions, business disputes, and in regulatory matters. So let's just put this into perspective. Gritman Medical Center, where every address that's of any significance goes back to. It ends right there at Gritman. How? I have no idea. None. But it does. Now in 1939, Gritman was born, but it was born as Moscow Hospital, 1939. And that's when there were 7 directors voted to the seat. And one of those directors was none other than Kumar Green, which is either the father or the grandfather of Scott Green, who is now the president of the University of Idaho since 2019. 2019. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. I am sick to my stomach right now because the orders are that Bryan is to be moved anytime. Now, I just looked. I've been looking all day. He's still at Latah, so they say. But he's going to be moved to Ada. And in Ada, he's not going to get these little special things he gets over there. He's going to be put in like the regular, whatever they call it in there. I guess the public in the jail. He's not going to be in a special room. He's not going to be downstairs with his own stuff. He's going to be amongst none other than, get this, the same people that, speculatory here, that are involved with these unalivings. There's a lot of Aryan Nation in that jail. A lot. It's Boise. Bryan's going to be in the middle of all of that. Now, my question is, was this planned? Was this planned? Do you think Bryan's going to be alive till the trial? Because quite frankly, I don't know how that's going to happen. And I'm not a doomsday person, man. I am not. I'm all about the positive. But this right here, this is scary. I'm shaking for him. All the big boys are here. And they're all playing the same game. And they all think they're going to win. And with this venue change, that might happen. But I'm going to stay positive, as positive as I can. But this, my friends, is scary. And that guy, looking at him right there, I don't trust him, not one little bit. First time I saw his picture amongst all the other ones, he's the one I would least likely want to be on there just from his looks alone. And I could be very wrong, judging the book by its cover, but I'm telling you. You tell me. He scares me. He really does. Beady eyes. Oh, man. God. I'm sweating again. All right. I can't believe that Franklin Lee's in this freaking same firm. And there's a I'm gonna have to look that one up. That's just nuts. And it's a private practice. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm done. I just can't. This is over. This is. Oof. That's all. Yeah. I hope you guys have a great day. Sorry to bring you such horrible freaking information. Really sorry myself to even hear this, and sorry for Bryan. This sucks. Okay, you guys, I'm standing outside underneath my big tarp trying to get things organized, so it might be a little bit noisy. But I wanted to bring you McClure, another bite on McClure, and another connect. We've got David Variocha. He is one of the 2 new government relation legislative session interns, babies. At McClure Center at University of Idaho. I don't know if you guys know about this place, but it's big. McClure donates a ton of money to the college. And there's a photo, which I'm going to link in here, of Green and Dave Barry standing outside of Ada County Courthouse shaking hands. You don't think this was planned? Think again. He is interning with the McClure Center, University of Idaho, Boise, and the University of Idaho. Government Relations Special Advisor, Carolyn Nelson Troy, CRFE for the 2024 Idaho Legislative Session. He will graduate University of Idaho this May after studying political science and Spanish. Look how happy he is. This is McClure Center. It's huge. Welcome, David. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you another couple pictures. This is Scott Green's Facebook page, and he's at the Idaho State Capitol in Boise. What a pleasure to meet our outstanding UI McClure Center interns last week in Boise. From left to right are David Bariocha, Sophie Spanbauer, and Erica Amara. David and Erica are government affairs interns, while Sophie is the McClure Center's legislative intern reporter. Keep up the great work. Go Vandals! There you have it. You think this wasn't planned? Think again. Thank you, Veritas. This is, featuring David Bariocha of Sigma Chi of U of Idaho, President Scott Green. Yep, this is Barry. They're at the Ada County Courthouse. Look at that. Yeah, you think this wasn't planned? Well, think again. This is unbelievable. Yeah. The one they were pointing fingers at, David and David, the 2 Davids. I wonder what Loach is doing these days. Well, Barry looks like he's going places. Looks like he played the game. He kept the code of silence. That could be his son. Look at that. That could be his frickin' son. Wow. This is on their Sigma Chi page, you guys, on their Instagram. You guys, if you haven't subbed to Veritas, go sub. She's great. And she's got a lot of great information. She's in the know, man, I'm telling you. Okay. Maybe I'll finally get this out there. Love y'all.